Manga-Waido.
Boss, we have a complaint from Moria-san from Manga-Gozen.
Again? What is he saying this time?
He says the minced meat cutlet we sent him was too thin.
Okay, I'll deal with it. You can get back to work.
Okay.
We didn't used to get complaints with their previous presidents. My name is Kenji Shimada. I am the CEO of Shimada Foods, which manufactures and sells croquettes and minced meat for industrial use. Manga-Gozen is a made-to-order bento shop that we've been dealing with since my father's time, but I seem to clash with the second-generation president. I used to get along so well with the previous president. Mr. Kusakabe, the former president of Manga-Gozen, treated me very well, even when I'd just out and taken over my father's position. Kenji-kun, that sample fried salmon you sent us was very good. I would like to include it in our autumn bento. Can I start ordering it from the beginning of next month?
Of course. Thank you so much for deciding on it so quickly.
Not at all. It's all down to the strengths of your company. That factory is very hygiene conscious, and more importantly, the food tastes great. I'm counting on you.
Yes, I will do my best. But 2 years after that, Kasakubi-san had to retire due to medical reasons. Moria, who succeeded Kasakubi-san, was the vice president and longtime employee of Manga-Gozen. Unlike Kusakabe, who had devoted his whole life to the company, Moria had an academic background and was more of an intellectual type. He often supported President Kusakabe behind the scenes and was not a man with a bad reputation, but... However, half a year after becoming the president, Moria gradually started to nitpick about various things like late deliveries and the size of croquettes. We would reply saying we are meeting delivery deadlines as per the contract and are making them the specified size, to which he would say,
I don't think you can afford to lose a client, can you? You should watch what you say.
He began to taunt us like this. But maybe he's irritable because he's only recently took on the position of president. I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt and not let it get to me. However, possibly emboldened by my stance, Moria began to complain about our prices as well.
2,000 yen for 10 thin slices of this minced meat cutlet is too expensive.
The cost of the raw ingredients has gone up, and this is the best we can do.
I'm simply telling you to price it appropriately with the quality. This is why it's bad to have a young president like you.
Thank you very much for your opinion. We will discuss it within our company. But even now, we're only just getting by. There was no way we could give in to Moria's requests so easily. We have done our best to manage them, but all these complaints are starting to have a negative impact on our operations. I'm thinking about terminating our contract with Manga-Gozen. I would like to hear what you all think.
I agree with you completely.
Yes, there's no need to answer such ridiculous demands.
Having secured everyone's support, we began moving towards terminating their contract. But, right after that, news came in of the bankruptcy of another major client, which we've been considering as a new pillar for our business expansion.
Looks like I'm going to have to postpone the termination of our contract with Manga-Gozen.
We convened another board meeting and decided to change our strategy by continuing our business with Manga-Gozen until we found new contract partners with whom we could trade reliably and steadily. I went to my local drinking bar. Unless we are in debt to Manga-Gozen, we can't carry on like this. I must find new clients. Just as I was worrying about such matters...
Hey, Kenji! Long time no see!
Togo?
So, how's the president business? Is it going well?
His name is Togo Amagi. He ran a handyman business in a nearby shopping district. There were rumors that he used to be Yakuza, but he was a good guy. Since getting to know him at this drinking place, we've become drinking buddies.
To tell you the truth...
What's up? Are things not going well?
Yeah, the thing is, being a little drunk, I ended up telling Togo all about my problems with Moria.
Moria? Oh, that difficult second-generation president. I don't hear any good rumors about him. The shop owners of the vegetable store and processed food shop who supplies Manga-Gozen were also complaining.
What were they saying?
That Moria guy, he's always finding excuses to delay payments or hinting at suspending transactions at the simplest complaint.
So he's doing the same thing.
And the old men of the shopping district were complaining how the taste of the bentos have gone down, even though the prices have gone up.
I really don't know what he's thinking. Oh, it's truly exhausting. A few days after having this conversation with Togo, Moria suddenly appeared at our company, and with him, one of our products, and said this to us.
Some of these croquettes were unshapenly. We can't sell this.
But they're the same product as we always send you, and plus, we conduct a visual check and a machine check, so the shapes should be roughly the same.
Do you understand? If I say they're unacceptable, then they're unacceptable. Obviously, I won't be paying for this.
No, you can't do that!
We're suffering from quality control issues as a result of your product. If you have no intention to do the right thing, we're going to have to terminate our contract with you.
I'm sorry. We shall conduct an investigation and I'll report back to you.
Huh? An internal investigation will be full of biases. I suggest you outsource this to an external agency.
This is what Moria said before leaving the office. Fine. We're going to investigate this thoroughly. Following this incident, we conducted an internal investigation followed by an independent one. We found out that the sizes were as specified, and there was nothing wrong with the shapes of the product either. We reported this to Moria in writing. The following day, Moria appeared at the office.
You might be satisfied with this product, but we are not.
By which you mean to say,
this product is not worth paying for.
So, are you saying you can't pay us?
Yes, that is what this would mean. Unless, of course, you make concessions and prices appropriate to the product's quality. We've conducted a workplace investigation on your company.
A workplace investigation?
Your employees are overworked, are they not?
No, not at all.
I have testimonials from a former part-time worker. The lights of your factory are clearly on late into the night, are they not?
So, it seems he found a new way of harassing us. If that's the game he wants to play, and that's the game he's going to get. It goes without saying that we abide strictly by the laws and regulations. The reason why the lights are on late at night is simply because we have nighttime shift workers.
I don't know. I'm not sure how comfortable we are dealing with a company that has compliance issues. Unless, of course, you agree to rethink your pricing.
I see. So you're blackmailing us.
No. This is simply talk.
I see. Well, in that case, I also have something to share with you. We also conducted an investigation into your company.
What?
It has come to our attention that you've been asking other suppliers to lower their prices and refusing to pay them. Is that not true?
We have every right to do that. We're only doing that because the quality of products are not up to standard.
What about your demand for money as a show of good faith to avoid contract termination? Is this what you consider a legitimate right, despite it being a clear violation of subcontracting laws? We even have proof.
Proof? What proof?
I took out my voice recorder and played a clip of Moria threatening another subcontractor. I have a clear recording of a conversation where you demanded money saying, if you don't want the contract terminated, show some good faith.
What the hell is this? Who would do this?
Actually, I hired a certain investigation company to infiltrate your company.
An investigation company?
2 months ago, when I met Togo, I asked him to conduct an investigation on Manga-Waido. Togo, you also do detective work, right?
Yeah?
Then, do you mind looking into this for me? Whether we're the only ones suffering at the hands of Manga-Waido or whether the others are also having problems, I want to find out.
I don't mind, but aren't you taking things a little too far?
If we're the only ones having problems with them, then I don't mind admitting that we might be at fault. But if others are also having problems with them, it's a different story. I don't want to see Manga-Waido, in which President Kusakabe spent his entire lifetime building up, become an aggressor.
Okay, I understand. I take on any job given to me. I am a handyman after all.
Togo infiltrated Manga-Waido as a delivery man. As a result of monitoring Moria's movements, he witnessed Moria secretly talking with the client company's president, and that's how we obtained the evidence. I've spoken with the president of a company you have business dealings with. I have his testimonial that he was threatened and forced to pay you money.
Enough with the false accusations. You've made all this up.
By coming to our company multiple times and observing my actions, it seems you were timing your monetary demands.
No, that's not true.
The point is, what you did was against the law. Any further decisions will be made by the Fair Trade Commission.
You intend to report us?
I already have.
What?
The croquettes you complained about were found to have no problems with them whatsoever. The investigation results I reported were obtained through the Fair Trade Commission. No way. I have also submitted proof that you threatened us to subcontractors. So, you have nowhere to hide. You better be ready for what's coming your way. If we go bankrupt, then so will you. No doubt it'll have effect on our operations. But you know what, Moria-san? I can no longer stand by and watch you ruin the company former President Kusakabe spent so much time building up. With regards to our dealings going forward, let's set a date and discuss it then. Please leave now. Manwa Gozen was hit with heavy penalties. The repercussions from the sanctions spread swiftly across the industry, leading to a rapid decline in the company's reputation. Consequently, Manwa Gozen's business partners began to distance themselves at an increasing rate. The evidence you collected really did help. Thank you so much. No problem. I just did my job. This is a success fee, and feel free to take home our mincemeat cutlet. Thank you very much. I'll happily take it. Just as we were having this discussion, a pale-faced Moria appeared at our office. I'm sorry to come here with no appointment. I was wondering whether you could hear me out. What do you want? We are no longer in business with you. I apologize profusely for my past behavior. Please, would you consider doing business with us again? Please, I'm begging you, we need your help. We don't want to end up in a similar situation as before, and therefore cannot conduct business with you anymore. Why did you behave in that way in the first place? I was frustrated at my predecessor's old-school management style. I thought I could use my marketing skills I'd gained from having studied management at university to do things better. It seems that I overestimated myself. I thought I could take charge after the previous generation retired, but I ended up making a mess of things. What a loser. It seems you learned nothing about what President Kusakabe valued. Shut up. You youngsters know nothing about business. I'm sorry. Forget I said that. Seems he hasn't changed much. This seems pretty hopeless. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave, Moria-san. We have no intention of doing further transactions with you anymore. Moria protested, but when I coldly turned him down, he begrudgingly left. In the end, Manwa Gozen went bankrupt. His employees managed to find employment elsewhere, thanks to recommendations from Kusakabe-san. I'm sorry to have caused you all this trouble. I should have known better than putting someone like him in charge. This was my fault. No. At the beginning, I also thought he was a decent person. But more importantly, I'm sorry for not being able to protect the company you built. And on top of that, relying on you so much thereafter. What are you talking about? You have nothing to worry about. And after all the trouble I caused you, I'm glad I could be of some help. Of course, we independently explored new business partners. But that alone wasn't sufficient. Thanks to Kusakabe-san's dedicated efforts, we secured a contract with another client, leading to a degree of stability. The reason why we're running as a business now is all thanks to Kusakabe-san. As for Moria, it seems he tried to find employment elsewhere, but no one in the industry wanted to hire him. After a while, he disappeared from town. I wonder what he's doing nowadays. Part of me feels sorry for him. He was never cut out to run Manwa Gozen in the first place. I've learned from Moria's mistakes and aim not to bask in the glory of my position, but rather to uphold sincere and ethical management practices.